If you are not understanding why it's so hard for you to succeed, I'm going to explain exactly why and how you're going to fix it. Or you're the type of person that tackles every problem head on. You're getting ad account bans, you're getting processed your payment holes. The story literally never ends. It doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter which stage you are at. Lifestyle, it really could lead you down a path of insanity where you kind of feel like you're doing the same thing over and over again and nothing's working. What methods are the easiest way to start making money? What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. As always, Professor X, class is in session, and today you are going to learn more about yourself than you have ever learned from any other guru's videos. I don't care if it's Ahmad Ghazi, I don't care if it's Bia Heza, I don't care who it is, because all of these guys have grown, changed. Did they just wake up one day and decide, I'm going to start making better videos, I'm going to start changing my life, going to the gym, becoming smarter, treating my mental health better, treating my physical health better, eating better? No, they gradually learned more about themselves by actually doing the things that they were supposed to do each and every day. There really is no difference when you consider where somebody started at the beginning of their journey. Now, their journey had not started that long ago. In relativity to your journey, when you began, you had no idea about how business works. You had no idea about dropshipping, Google ads, Facebook ads, TikTok ads. You had no idea, no preconceived notion about how bad the business model was, how many times you might actually have to fail before you found some success. You never thought about those things. You were ignorant, but you were optimistic and you were enthusiastic about actually starting. Then you start. You make your first store. Because you are ignorant and your enthusiasm, you cannot predict actually failing. But it happens. After your first store, your first product, or your first ad test, it finally happens. You are finally wondering what went wrong. Blatant failure. But then some people begin to study and watch videos and read books and listen to mentors, watch their stories, watch their videos, until you actually begin to believe again, right? The blatant failure has slowly transformed itself into this enthusiasm again, right? This optimism, except this time it's not ignorant. There's no ignorance about it because you've already failed, learned, which is a win, and won again because you got back up, right? That in itself is a win. Now, once the pieces click into place, you begin to understand more about yourself than any given luckiness could have given you. And by luckiness, I mean, if you had actually succeeded on that first initial product that you test, could you possibly get over this feeling of luck, right? Because maybe you did get lucky. Maybe you did make a few profitable sales in your first product, but where did that really get you, right? Because you still had the ignorant, enthusiastic optimism. So you don't even think to yourself, oh, I have to learn more. I have to be better. I have to be smarter. You just think, I'm lucky. I did it right. I'm the best. So the ignorance is actually still there. The problem is lucky wins do not teach you anything, whereas failure teaches you everything. Now you begin to understand every single guru you've ever listened to. You begin to understand what they mean by they failed repeatedly. You begin to understand what they mean by they had to learn. It's been 2 years, 3 years. When they tell you their experiences, when they show you their losses and their wins, you start to understand where they're coming from. And this is the stage that I call informed optimism, right? You are finally informed and you are optimistic because you start to realize that you are actually on the right path, which is probably the most important part up until your journey thus far. If you're watching this video, you are an informed optimist, especially if you watched up until this point, because we're only a few minutes in, but from what I've seen from my videos, this is the moment people start to drop, which is really bad because I usually ramble on for the first 3 minutes and really start putting the sauce towards the middle of the end, which is another reason why you should like, comment, subscribe, and make sure to watch the whole video to the end, because I'm telling you, one little thing can end up changing your entire mindset for your entire life, and you do not want to miss that. Now, once you reach this stage, it gets really hard. If this is you right now, if you are not understanding why it's so hard for you to succeed, I'm going to explain exactly why and how you're going to fix it. Now, a beginner and a fool may think that informed optimism is where it actually gets easier, but a pro understands exactly why it actually gets a lot harder for them once they reach the informed optimism stage. And the reason why a pro knows is because they've been there before. Where has a pro been before that a beginner has not been? It's the test. A beginner doesn't necessarily get tested. There's nothing to test. They have to go through a learning process. But an informed optimist is really being tested. Their willpower, their patience, their perseverance, their resilience, their obsession. This is what's being tested. When you're an informed optimist, is usually when invisible force fields meet you to block your path. Now, what is the type of person you're going to be? Are you going to be the guy that gets pushed back at resistance, or are you going to be the guy that sharpens up and spearheads his way through? And you really need to think about what type of person you are at this very stage of your life. Or are you the type of person that tackles every problem head on and sharply, right? You don't just half-ass the problem so they just come up later on. You don't band-aid it. You actually attack the problem head on and make sure that it does not go unsolved because you don't want to forget about it. Something simple like getting your ad account banned. Something simple like moving on from a losing product, finding new products, moving on from a failed launched ad campaign, moving on from a failed launched TikTok account, moving on from a failed launched YouTube account, moving on from whatever stage is making you feel stuck. If you're an extreme beginner, maybe it's just getting started. Maybe it's just finally building that first store. Every day you tell yourself, oh, I have to do this, but you never check the box off your list. That is the problem that you have to spearhead this very moment. But there are other things you have to deal with too, even when you are making money and you are an informed optimist, like competitors stealing your shit, suppliers sending broken inventory. You're just losing out on profits left and right from fees and cost of goods and returns. You're getting ad account bans. You're getting process or payment holds. The story literally never ends. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter which stage you are at. But the difference is who is the spearhead and who is absolutely numb. They just can't even go on any longer, and then they end up quitting. You have to pick your side. That's just how business is. As I get older personally, I realize that's just how life is. It's way deeper than money. Life is going to test you and beat you up and beat you down, and it's how many times you really can get up. That's why these quotes are timeless. Everyone says it, everyone knows it, but can you live it? Can you change yourself to be the guy that actually is resembling the unbroken? Now, this test is like a traffic light, right? If you're the type of person that slows down every time you anticipate a yellow light coming before it gets red, then you have to realize that sometimes life is worth the ticket. Sometimes life is worth not even slowing down when it's yellow, but actually doubling down, hitting the gas so you don't get stuck at red. Now, if you don't understand this analogy, think about the guy who does not give a shit, who just speeds up and does not stop for anything. Yes, you might get a ticket, but if you're racing your Ferrari, what is a $50 ticket? Those small little fears every time you hit the brakes in your life journey, those small fears every time you hit the brakes when a little hiccup has taken a toll on you and your mental health and your business, is just leaving more opportunity and time for another problem to arise before you push the ball forward. So you actually want to tackle these problems head on, head first. And life will continue to give you reasons why you should keep going. However, if you get stuck on every reason as to why you should stop, you will miss the signs that life gives you to keep going on and on and on. That's why I implore you, never give up and find a passion at the least. If you can't make money out of it, just to have on the side a person that loves you, just to keep you sane, because this lifestyle, it really could lead you down a path of insanity where you kind of feel like you're doing the same thing over and over again and nothing's working and you want to give up. I designed this channel specifically to help beginners had the least resistance towards their goals and towards their life path. You pick your life path to be e-commerce or dropshipping. Now, this is the right place. You have to hit like, you have to hit subscribe, and you have to comment to boost you and me into the algorithm. This way, I can be more motivated to make more videos for you guys, because I genuinely am so inspired at the resilience of beginners to the point where what I really wish I had when I was a beginner on YouTube or on TikTok, to watch content to really learn about what methods are the easiest way to start making money, because I just could not figure it out when I began. Now, that is why I'm here to help you. That is why I'm very happy you stayed through this entirety of the video. One of the tools I absolutely cannot use without anymore is AutoDS. And the reason why I mention it is because I have a 30-day free trial for you to just try it, find products, use their fulfillment service to see that they actually do have really good pricing, make your journey as a beginner a lot easier. The reason why you should use it, the reason why I use it, is because there are so many outlying factors to picking a product. There are so many outlying factors to running a good ad, to seeing what works, to seeing what's going to get engagement. And they categorize all this stuff for you. They sort it by likes, they sort it by views, they sort it by ads platform like TikTok, like Facebook. They have an abundance of tools to help you pick the winning product and help you spy and look on other brands to at least be inspired and to design your store and your products based around what's already working. Now, I would have mentioned it if it didn't help at the very least. As a matter of fact, in my last 2 videos, the exact strategy that I used to hit over $10,000 in revenue in my first 2 months of picking a product from AutoDS. The best part is it is a very practical method to picking products. We just look to the platform, we scroll endlessly through products, through videos, through different companies and competitors to find products that have a good abundance of search volume. We take those products from AutoDS, import them into our store and make our store look very gorgeous. We run Google Ads to the product. If the product becomes profitable from Google Ads, we reinvest every single dollar that the Google Ads provides us into video content. We see what videos work from the AutoDS platform on TikTok and Facebook. We replicate those videos with our very own UGC creators into starting your first very own successful dropshipping business. Now, it doesn't have to be as hard as every other guru is making it out to be. It can be as simple as finding a product from AutoDS, listing on your website, and fulfilling it through the same exact platform. Once you spend $500 on Google Ads, they also give you a $500 credit. So you can test $1,000 worth of products for $500. Once you find one, you scale it, you reinvest in videos, you grow social media brands around this product if it's worth it, and then you suddenly have your first successful business. Beginners love to overcomplicate everything, but informed opportunists and optimists should remember that they're only one video away, they're only one mentor away, or one strategy style change from really changing their entire life. So with that being said, guys, if you really want, check out AutoDS. It has a 30-day free trial link in my bio. Today, sign up, check it out, see if it's for you. It might make your life easier, but if you want to go the hard route, if you want to look up products and scroll through them endlessly through TikTok and AliExpress, please, you my guest, use the same strategies that I keep teaching you guys in the videos, because I promise you it might be an easier way of making money that you haven't thought about yet, that you can easily tap into if you put your head down and start working. That being said, guys, Professor is out. Class is over. 2024 is going to be the biggest years of our lives. I plan on dropping a lot more videos, so I want you guys to like, subscribe, and comment. And until next time, I'll see you guys in the next class.